Yo, we got the one and only DJ Jen Jones in the building.
Hi, I like that.
And we're going to ask her, what are some of the club trends? What's hot, what's not, what's going on? Caitlin Clark left off of Team USA. Is it hate or is it justified? And Bad Boys 4, Artie was actually in the movie. He was playing the barista. The Queued Up Podcast, baby, episode 67. Hiya! Correctos!
Okay.
Let's
go. Oh, get it.
All right. The Iron Fist.
Okay, weird.
Queued Up. Yes, sir. Clap it up.
Yeah.
Claps, give me the lights. Give me the vibe, give me the energy. Welcome back. We are glad to have you guys here. My name is DJ Aaron Michael, and you guys are now locked into the
Queued Up
Podcast. Gibby was early.
What the fuck was that?
It wasn't me. I didn't mess it up.
No
this
one
time.
told me what to say, so I just went with it.
Hey, we're flying by the seat of our. I don't even know what's gonna happen. All right, I have no idea. But we're excited to have everybody back. Round of applause for episode 66. My dog Kate Nelson, Palin Red.
Great one.
Video went kind of viral, talking shit about the whole Kendrick and Drake argument. We're gonna talk to you about that too.
Oh, okay.
All right, brother. I'm gonna ask you.
All right.
Before we get any further, please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are so close to almost 200 subscribers. We're so close to almost 700 followers on IG. I think our TikTok has almost 200. We appreciate the love, man. Our videos get thousands of views. Your mama watched it. Your friends watch it. Random people watch it. All right, keep watching us.
Apple Podcast numbers is up.
Yeah, they are. Spotify is up.
Looking good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Them streaming
awesome.
numbers.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
We are trying.
You're famous.
And they're up because we're not famous.
We on the way.
We're
Scottsdale.
Oh, gosh.
Scottsdale
You are
famous,
the queen
baby.
of Scottsdale. Are you more famous than I am?
Nah, you Mr. Cake.
You global.
Mr.
Wow.
Cake.
Mr. Cake.
Mr. Cakes.
Hey, yo.
Mr. Thickums.
Hey, yo.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month
Month.
to all of our friends who celebrate Pride and LGBTQIA+.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, community.
Good job.
Got it. Thank you. Shout out to my brother Calvin Productions in the building. What's up?
Yes, sir. What up?
Still got the fresh
I'm back.
cut?
I do, yeah. Nah, I glued my dreads back on under here.
I knew it. Just saving. How was your trip?
It was great. I just got back from LA, spent the weekend out there, had a beautiful, bro. This is one of the nicest weddings I went to.
It looked very cool, bro.
And I just have to say, the officiant for the wedding, he was one of the writers and one of the people that brought us. This is a kind of old show, but if y'all remember that show, Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah.
He was the officiant of the wedding, bro. Killed it.
Wait, what do you mean he was the officiant? He was the one.
He
who
was
said,
the one
like,
that
dearly
that-
beloved.
Yeah.
Really?
Bro, killed it.
That's fucking dope.
Like, to be able to take control of, I mean, you guys know about taking control of a full room of 200 people.
Yeah.
But the way he just walked us through the ceremony, it was beautiful. So
That's
shout
cool.
out to Laurel and Jordan. Congratulations. And yeah, I got to get back to LA soon because that was fire.
This man, big time in this, man.
Yeah.
Happy for you,
Yeah.
dog, man. Happy for you and your fiance, man. Glad you guys had a great time. My brother Artemis Reeves III.
Hey,
What's up?
Hey.
I found out this weekend that I lack confidence.
Who told you that? Whose ass we got to kick?
No, it wasn't someone who told me. It was something I witnessed.
Something you found
dang.
out within your. Wow, what happened?
Yeah, so at the bar, a girl shit on herself,
Nice.
No.
went home, cleaned up, and came back.
Nice.
And I just don't think I could do something like that.
Yeah.
Chewy,
How do
give it
you-
a horse
Dang,
sound for that. I
okay.
don't know why the horse, but just give it a horse sound for that one.
And came back and just act like nothing happened.
Wow.
And it made me question my whole life. Like, am I?
Did she wait back in line?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Damn, yo.
That's great. The wait back in line after shitting your
That's
pants.
nasty.
Yeah.
Talk about the rally.
I don't know if
It's
that's
one thing to throw up
Where
and
was
rally.
this at?
It's downtown.
Yeah, I'm never going there. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's like.
I mean, usually stuff. I mean, I guess you can say stuff like that doesn't really happen anywhere. You know,
Well,
how many times have you seen someone shit themselves? Yeah.
usually they get kicked out the club and then they don't get let back in.
Yeah. I think they lost track of her because she changed clothes.
She had on a wig. She had new
Oh, that's
eyelashes on.
crazy.
Yeah. but-
Well, whoever you are, ma'am, you have
Yeah.
confidence. And
Yeah.
the Artie Reeves stamp of approval. Shout out to my brother Gibby _Visions. Gibby, what's the follower count?
195.
195.
We on the
190
brink.
Fizzive.
We on the brink.
Hey. You see,
Yeah,
man.
we on the brink.
Keep
See?
boosting your numbers, dog.
It's
We love
going
you.
up.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're right. All right. You got to be
Exclusive.
worthy to be a part of the giblets. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Shout out to my brother Chewy,
How we doing?
the
What
leader
up,
of the
Chewy?
Chewables.
The Crustables.
The Crustables.
Oh,
The chewables.
Chewables. The Flintstone vitamins. You good?
I'm doing great, dude. I'm just happy to be here.
You look great, man.
Nice.
Thank you.
You look great. I see you rocking the Suns. You're not wearing some Kings or some fucking Maverick shit this time. You're actually.
Fun fact: I was in
repping
Flagstaff for the weekend, right? So I was just fucking around, just checking out the mall. I got this for $50, an authentic Booker jersey.
Ooh,
Nice. From the
Damn.
Flagstaff Mall?
Yeah, Flagstaff Mall.
That's like the smallest mall in America, huh?
Honestly, yeah.
Like,
It is
literally,
so
you-
fucking tiny.
You could stand in the middle of the mall and look and see the end of the mall from like either side.
What the fuck?
It's small.
You can touch the Wetzel's Pretzel and the back of Macy's at the
It's
same
anti-hand.
But we are excited. Episode 67. We are so excited. We're going to be talking about Caitlin Clark left off of Team USA. We're going to be talking about what's hot in the clubs right now. People are begging me for Sexyy Red. It's crazy. We're talking about Bad Boys 4. Everybody's saying it's fucking great. But before we get into any of that, we have a very special guest. Super cool person. You probably seen her. You probably heard about her. If you're in Scottsdale, if you're a fan of dope DJs, I always thought you were a myth. I didn't even know you were a real person. I'm like, who? It's this blonde woman out here just kicking ass and taking names and playing some ratchet shit and turning up.
Yeah.
You can do it all.
maybe.
Well, no, you know, maybe you
Trying.
got it. All right, you know who you
No.
are. I know who you are. You're the one and only DJ Jen motherfucking
Yeah.
Jones.
I need to take you everywhere with me. Come on,
Hey.
now. Gas me up.
Hey, I'm saying I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm nice with the mic. You know, I got you.
Yeah.
But no, we are super excited. We wanted to get you on a little bit sooner, but of course, you know, life happens and everything. A lot of responsibilities. We get it. We're just so glad you're here.
Aw,
You were so
thank you for having
welcoming.
me.
You were so happy to be on our show. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, no, I'm excited and a little nervous.
Why are you nervous? Give me
This
this
the
one.
one-
Give me
this
this
the one you gotta watch.
Yeah, I do.
Why are
You
you
scare
nervous?
me.
Wait, who's scared?
Artie.
Oh, no,
Places,
no,
who
Artie.
are you hanging out with?
Already
Like,
is shifty. All right. He's,
that's why he's in the back corner.
have
Like,
no
I'm like
idea
looking over
how
my
bad
shoulder,
this
like,
can
what's
get.
that?
this can go left. All right.
Yeah,
So
it probably
just watch out for
will.
some of his keywords like anime.
Hell no.
What else sets him off? Sports teams,
Sports names.
God.
sports names,
Okay.
Yeah.
and responsibility. Those are some things.
Hell no.
All right, I gotcha.
No, but Jen, we're super excited. We love talking to DJs, especially
Yeah.
ones that like I don't know all the way too well. I've always been an admirer of you and respected you of like how hard you hustle and everything. Even though we haven't really met like that, I think I maybe met you like once or twice.
Yeah, I'm passing.
Yeah. I think I was faded as hell when I met you. You were like, "You're doing such a great job." I'm like, "Thanks."
I probably was too. It's all right.
Nice. So what made you? So how'd you get started with DJing out here? Because if I'm not
wow.
mistaken, you're not really from Phoenix, correct?
No,
Where you
I'm
from?
from Melbourne, Australia.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah, I'm born and raised. Came out here and started DJing in 2000, like actual gigging in 2012. Just, I wish I had started it sooner, you know. But yeah, and then been doing it since. So
Awesome.
Nice.
yeah, I kind of came up around the time where it wasn't super popular to be like a DJ for a girl. Now I feel like it's just kind of a normal thing if you're a DJ. It doesn't matter if you're a girl or a guy. But
Yeah.
when I started out, it was like a thing, right?
Nice.
But I think it also kind of worked against me for a while. You know,
sure.
Paris Hilton started DJing not shortly after it. So, you know, that was kind of, not that I'm saying I was Paris Hilton, but like, you know, it just
Yeah.
didn't help. Like,
I get
Yeah.
that.
you know, I
Yeah.
got laughed at. Like, I just really had to prove myself in the game and earn my stripes, which was cool. I wanted to do that anyway. So,
No, I mean that takes a lot for you to come all the way from another country out here to Phoenix, which around the 2010s was kind of really starting to get into its stride as like a party
Yeah,
club market.
totally. Yep.
Like the West Side was just coming up, more rumblings of other clubs and bars on the East Side.
Yeah.
So then a lot of DJs tried to come out here and make it out here. So the fact that you got your foot in and like started doing all these popular clubs and getting booked to do all these cool ass events, that means you earned that.
Yeah,
you
for
earned it.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the second Australian we've had on the show, too. Shout out to my brother T3, my boy Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Also Australian. Thank you for the bottle again, Uncle Jeff. Love you,
Uh-huh.
dog. So where was like some of the first places you really started DJing at? Like where?
All right, I'm not even gonna fucking sugarcoat it too.
Be
I'm
real.
gonna- yeah.
Break the glass.
So-
we breaking it early.
Yeah.
Let's
so,
go.
and this is how you know I earned my fucking stripes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Let's just be all the way real. I did
to 'em.
not just start DJing in a club, okay? I DJ'd at sushi bars, Geisha Go-Go, Sushi
Geisha,
Rock
yeah.
Bar. It was
Yes.
dope. Yeah, I was up
Yeah.
there in the little booth. I even at one time DJ'd at a pizza parlor. It was once, and I stunk like pizza for like a day, and I was just like, I'm never doing that again.
Sounds like a good problem to me. That pepperoni.
Yeah,
clone,
but
you know what I'm saying?
you know, just hungry.
Because apparently
DJ.
I'm tubby for that. Whoever that guy was.
Yeah.
In the comments.
No, and then I just started opening. It was hard to kind of get in and be taken seriously, as I said, as a female DJ. But yeah, then one guy, Brian Durkee, put me on to Spanish Fly. Remember that spot?
Spanish Fly, yeah.
That was like my pool little gig that I had.
That's where Boondocks is now, right?
Yeah. Yep. And then
That's
I
old
worked
school.
my way up. I had a residency at Maya when it first kind of opened, which was really dope.
That's fire.
And then I ended up going over to Talking Stick. So I've been with Talking Stick for like this is like my 10th year with them.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been with them for a minute. Yeah, and that was kind of like my foundation of like residencies. Then I would like sprinkle in other spots here and there.
Right.
And now obviously I'm at Pretty Please. Prior to that, that group was over at Mint. So before it closed, and now it's Pretty Please. So
R.I.P. Mint, man.
yeah,
Damn.
that was
Mint,
dope,
Mint
wasn't it?
Mint was a vibe.
I have some
They're
memories
doing
of
something
Mint.
with that spot.
Yeah,
see
I
it.
think Riot took over it. I don't know what
Of
they have coming.
course, yeah.
They're doing
You'll
pretty
be in
good.
there shaking
I
us.
don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know, Uncle Riot's been taking care of me. Thank you guys. You
Nah,
know,
that's dope.
I don't
That's
know.
dope. Yeah, so that's kind of like my residency spots, and then obviously just kind of going all over elsewhere as well. You know, building those relationships with the clubs and stuff. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Dope.
When the Super Bowl came into town, did you get booked to do like any like high profile parties that maybe
Yeah.
you don't have to go into full detail, but
Yes,
like
I did do an NFL party at the Wrigley Mansion.
wow.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. And then of course at Pretty Please as well. We did some pretty dope events too. So
Okay.
yeah, that was fun. That was such a fun weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, Super Bowl out here was amazing.
That
Yeah.
weekend was amazing. That weekend didn't even feel real. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna remember when they were walking around with like checking the radiation levels inside of like the nightclub because there were so many people here
Yeah,
in
it
town.
was nuts.
And then it was also like waste management type. I'm like, y'all checking
Yeah.
the radiation?
Yeah.
Like, am I going to die? Like,
And that was the week that we learned we got Kevin Durant in the trade, right?
Oh,
like Super Bowl weekend.
shit.
That whole weekend just felt out
Yeah.
of a like movie or
well,
something.
we were happy to have Kevin, and now there's rumors he's trying to leave. I don't know. That's honestly amazing though. That's super dope. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine being a woman in like a male driven entertainment
Seriously.
type
Yeah.
circle that like the clubs and bars are. But there's a lot of dope women DJs out
There
here.
really
Yeah,
is.
you,
There's a lot
Jamin,
of
Asia Crew.
dope DJs in Arizona.
Yeah, we talk
Like
about that
we
all
need to
the
give
time.
like legit like traveling around everywhere, like not to shade any other DJs in any other
Nah,
states.
shade
but-
them.
Nah,
Y'all suck. I'm joking.
but no, like pretty much across the board, there's not really any bad. Like you couldn't, not that I would name them, but we've got some solid DJs out here.
I agree.
The bar is so high that even if you're a DJ that might not be at the top of the list in other
Mm-hmm.
markets, you would be
Right.
a fucking legend. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What do you think top of the list means though? Because I was having this conversation with one of my DJ friends, and like I just think it's such a warped perception of what it is to be like a good or one of the top DJs. What do you think it is?
I mean, I think gigs talk. Like your residencies and where you're at, like that talks.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Like you can say you're the best DJ ever, but if you're only DJing in your bedroom, then like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
you could be Michael Jordan, but if you're not doing that shit on TV, on the finals, winning rings,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's true.
So I think gigs talk, and I think also is the versatility as well. What can you do? Like, can you go to this country bar? Can you handle it? Can you do a private event? Can you do a wedding? Can you do a kids party? Can you do, hey, we want you to DJ in front of this fucking bathroom, but make it hot. We want
Yeah.
everybody to turn up while they're washing their fucking hands. How many people will be like, I ain't DJing no front of no, you know who I am? Or
Yeah.
like, no, like I got it.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's what represents a good DJ, because a lot of the ones I know and respect, they will take the most miscellaneous gigs ever and make that shit fire.
Yeah, for sure. I also think it has a lot to do with relationships, who you know,
Yeah.
you know, and I just think that it should be a given that you know how to DJ. Everything that you just mentioned, to me, that should be a given. You should be
Right.
working on your art. You should be, you know, going out and checking out other DJs. You should be like making yourself better, getting the hottest new tracks, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But the sense of entitlement, you know what I mean? Like it's a business.
Yeah.
Like I hate it when I see people online saying, "Oh, remember when you just could DJ? Now you have to be online promoting and you have to." It's like, yeah, dickhead, it's a business.
Right.
Like,
Right.
what business do you know opens its doors and sit back and says, "I'm open, you should come in and see me"? Like, come on, you gotta put some effort into
Crack
it. You know what I'm
house.
saying? You know, yeah, that. You stay over there, okay? Like,
I don't know if I can agree
Crack
with
house,
that.
chicks shitting themselves. Like, what the fuck is
Well,
going on?
You're not
Like,
helping those
are
shitty
you
allegations,
okay?
Darty. All
Like,
right,
I'm
I'm trying to
saying,
help you
she's
make
like,
friends.
what kind of business? And I was like, that's the only one I can think of.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
just come. You ain't gotta really be the best salesperson to sell crack. You know.
I've seen The Wire. You kind of do got to sell a little bit, but that's not.
No, you can't. Yeah, I think he's right. Once they
I'm
get
pretty
that,
sure I
that-
could.
that-
Them
Hey,
prices
walk
on the
down.
other corner, okay? Those
Yeah.
prices on the other corner.
Exactly. Yeah, a business is the business.
It's more about marketing then.
We're not going to get into.
Yeah,
this.
we
I seen The Wire. Anyways, RC, did you have a question?
Yeah, I do. What advantages or disadvantages does being from another country present for you as you come here and obviously be successful at business? What advantages or disadvantages do you have from like your upbringing or just being from a different country altogether?
Sure. As a DJ, I think it adds a special element to it, being different,
For
you know,
sure.
just to one of my fellow girl DJs, you know, okay, she's Australian, like, you know, I guess that is an aspect.
For sure.
But my upbringing was you got to work hard. You know what I mean? Like really strong work ethic. So I really poured into the business side of it. Like I've got credit lines, business accounts, business cards, obviously, merchandise, website,
Well, you got
EPK. I actually forgot to bring it. I'll send you some. but-
Damn. If there's a Jen Jones snapback or like dad hat,
No, I got some shit for you guys. I
Word.
was definitely like drop some off for you guys the next time you guys are here. Yeah.
I'm a rocket.
Yeah, no.
Got me the 3X.
Yeah,
I'm a rocket.
I got you. Trust me. Like
Nice.
I got some shit for you that you'll like. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I poured myself into the business side of it because you got to be prepared. You know, you got to, as I said, it's not just about DJing. And it pisses me off when I see guys and girls online saying, "Oh, remember when we could just DJ?" Like, no, motherfucker. It's never been that way. Like, if you want to just DJ at one spot locally and be content with that, okay, go ahead and do that and have that attitude. But with
Right.
anything, this is our business and you need to grow it and you need to pour effort into it. And you'll see results from that. But to trump all that, I think that relationships is a really big factor. That's what I've really learned over the past couple of years as of late, that when you go somewhere, especially if you're out of town, like don't just show up to the club, shake hands, thanks for having me, and do your gig and leave. Like, no, like take them out to dinner, become friends, like genuine. Like,
Right.
I'm not saying be fake, but like you really build that rapport with people. The other local DJ there, like, you know, connect with them. Networking is everything. There's strength in numbers as well.
Yeah.
So, like the Scam Music Summit, South by Southwest, like going to those events and like being among the culture, your fellow DJs, you know, like it's a whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like for me, having that work ethic, you know, and having that instilled in me kind of separates me from some of my other fellow DJs that I speak to, especially out here, that don't have a similar mindset. It is more just like, well, how do I get into that club next door? Or I want to start traveling too. It's like, okay, well, you need to be prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a business.
No, absolutely. And I catch myself becoming the old head now. Like I'm becoming the guy that like I would like when younger Aaron would try to go talk to. Like shout out to like the few mentors that I've had, like the Chris Villas, the DJ Complexes, Tigers as well. Like a lot of Robbie Rob, a lot of great guys, and Tycoon as well. I can name them all.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of guys that didn't have to open the door for me. They didn't have to give me a chance. But once I started learning how the game was and learning how, like you said, being for real about it. You want to be fake about it. Like, yeah, what's up, RC? And then just like, man, fuck that. You don't want to be like that. Like, honestly, you have to want it. And people can smell the bullshit from a mile away. And I was lucky to have my best friend, my brother, who was also even though he wasn't DJing, he's a photographer. him and my other really good friend Square, they're the ones who put me on to Scottsdale. And then I met my boy Convince, and then we and him became actually good friends.
Yeah.
And then it just happens that, hey, I'm actually not that bad of a DJ.
Yeah,
So then I
dope.
started getting other opportunities because they could trust me as a friend, and then they could trust me to show up to work. So you're right. It's not just about, oh, you can scratch. Let's just keep it a fucking buck. Nobody gives a fuck if you can do a 2-click flare into an orbital at the club. Nobody's there to listen to that. Maybe there's one dude
Other
there.
DJs maybe.
Yeah, other DJs. But
Yeah.
besides that, DJs are not the ones buying the bottles 9 times out of 10.
No. Yeah.
They want to hear their song, and they just want to have a good time. Women
Right.
want to hear their song.
You make a really good point. Like clubs, they want someone reliable too. Are you going to show up on time?
Yeah.
Are you going to do your job? Are you going to get hammered and not show up to your gig? You know, you're going to send invoices in time. You got to, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's you're employed, but you're self-employed, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But you got to be responsible as well. Like you just can't. Like I hate that mindset, and so many DJs have it.
Yeah.
And I feel like to answer your question, that is a separation
For sure.
that I have noticed from me. But like you meet someone like Aaron and he has the same understanding. You know what I mean? Like you kind of like you just know. You know what I mean? Like some
Yeah.
people get it and other people just don't get it. And it sucks. It's like, oh, you're so good, but like you can't get out of your own way, you know?
No, because I think we've both seen it. We've both seen really talented guys and girls, but just because you're talented, that's not going to get you
No.
into the door. You know
No,
what I'm saying? You
never
have to
does.
have everything else to it.
I'm sorry, just really quick to that point. It's funny that is your answer because, like Aaron said, we had T3 on, and literally Aaron was like, "This is the person that I look to when it comes to business." Like you said, I'm paraphrasing, but you took a lot of his business acumen and kind of adopted it your own because you see he's about his stuff, sends the invoices on time, like he's reliable, like you're saying. So I just thought it was interesting how that was your answer as well.
Yeah.
Like there is something about, I guess, being from where you guys are from that translates into just being really on point with the business.
Yeah. I guess Aussies are just very like direct and like proper when it comes to like, there's no fucking around. Sorry, am I allowed to say that?
Yes, you
for sure.
can.
Okay. Yeah. So there's no messing around.
Yeah.
There's only one word on that board, and we still say it anyway.
Yeah, trust me, I'm okay. I was like, is this a
Not censoring
joke?
it.
I'm like, are they going to ask me about that?
No.
This is a setup.
Ooh.
That's hilarious.
So how do you feel?
How do you feel about this word?
No, I'm gonna start
no.
sweating.
Good.
Aussies are some really, really cool people. You guys, Aussies
you know,
and Canadians
not
are
gonna-
cool as hell.
Yeah,
But
Canadians
Aussies
are
scare
fucking
me though, because
crazy.
y'all deal with the crazy fucking wolf spiders and tarantulas that got legs that will fucking steal your credit card and
Hell
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of fucking spiders. There really is.
Yeah,
My sister's
fuck
house
that.
is insane. I recently went back there, and she's like, "Can you take my bins out?" Which is trash cans. I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So went out to the side of her house and went to. I put it on Instagram. It was funny as hell.
Oh my
Went to
God.
go wheel them down a road or whatever, and like it was just riddled in spider webs and like spiders up under. And she's like, "Just grab it." I'm like, "There's no way."
yeah.
She's like, "What are you talking about? You've been living in America too long." I'm like, "No, like that is insane." Like
I'm driving straight back to the airport after that. Like,
Yeah.
I'll take the trash.
It was pretty
Spiders
wild.
already conquered this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Only-
spiders got it.
Go
ahead,
my,
Artie.
My only question is about like the like Australian like music scene.
Yeah.
Like, do you stay tapped into that? Do you like what's going on over there? Are we missing anything over here that they're doing over there?
Yeah, I don't think we're necessarily missing anything. I think obviously America is the trendsetter for a lot of charting music, especially Billboard, mainstream commercial. But in Australia, house music and rock music is like their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like country's not really a thing over there. But rock music, you know, we were talking about Pearl Jam, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, AC/DC, Deep Purple. Like that is like huge out there. That's more like your mainstream rock. And then you've got your house producers like Fisher, who's absolutely killing the game,
Fisher's
Dom
a beast.
Dollar, Will
Dom.
Sparks, another Joel Fletcher with the Melbourne Bounce, sick producer.
Nice.
So a lot of house music. Well, I'm also talking about Melbourne, where I'm from. That
Okay.
could be really different in Perth, but when I last went back there in October, it was pretty much universal over there. Like,
Got you. Is
same kind of South.
Is Sydney really dope?
Sydney is really dope. So to break it down to you in similarities to America, Sydney's like your LA.
Oh.
You know?
Yep.
Then Chicago, New York is like your Melbourne.
Okay.
So that vibe.
Yeah, right. Okay.
You know, I'm talking about vibes, not weather or anything like that.
No, I know.
Cosmopolitan, like it's the fashion capital. I'm gonna obviously hype it up more because I'm from there.
Right.
I just think it's cool, but it's what you're into. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And then Perth's kind of just way the fuck over there. It's just like nobody knows what the fuck's going on over there.
Perth is the Boise.
Yeah.
Got you.
I was just gonna say, since we're talking about
definitely not the Boise. It's really, really nice. Like, but yeah.
Since we're talking about the geography of Australia, I heard something, and I don't know how true this is. Is it true that like most of the population of Australia live like in pockets, and then like 80% of the country is like uninhabited by humans? Is that right?
Yeah, well, we don't know what's in the middle of there. So
what do you mean you don't
That's where the
know?
real big
know.
spot.
What the hell you mean?
You want to go find out?
No.
Sound like
Yeah,
some
if it was a
Indiana
scale, it would
Jones.
totally tip over. Like everyone
Okay.
lives on the coast pretty much. Like you
Right.
got the land mass is almost the size of America. Like it's big, but no one lives like it's just deserted.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, send everybody over there because they all keep coming to goddamn Phoenix. That's why the I-10
Well,
is jam packed.
Yeah, I mean they are letting people
Send everybody to goddamn Perth. All right, send them over there. Chewy, you're going to Perth.
Good at
Isn't that how Australia
go.
started? They sent people there to like kind of banish them away from
the UK or the convicts.
You don't know this?
Yeah, we're
I didn't learn about Australia.
all the
at
white
Glendale
people.
Unified
There was
School
obviously the
District.
natives there beforehand, but yeah, all the convicts.
Ask me
got
about
sent to Australia.
Mesopotamia.
They said go
Convicts.
live
Yeah.
with the
That's
spider.
how-
Because it's an island, you can't escape. It's like a
They
fucking
sent-
huge, what's that? Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was like
So
the
are you trying to send me
Yeah,
there
so
because I'm a bad hombre?
That's my, you know.
Wait, I don't know, Jen. What do you mean here? Should we bomb it? I don't know. I don't, you know. All right, I got one more question before we end up moving on. So you DJ'd a lot already. You DJ'd in state, out of state, probably out of the country as well, correct?
Yes, motherfucker. We
Okay, hey, yo.
Yeah, it's Jen Jones we're talking to.
I'm
What do you think
local,
I'm saying?
all right? Jerk, okay? I don't go past the freaking Scottsdale anymore, all right? Scottsdale Tippy. is
So
all
you
I got.
DJ, right?
Yeah.
So you've played
Yes.
music.
Where is, I got a two-part question. Where is the coolest place you've ever played?
Ooh.
Like venue-wise, layout-wise, and where do you want to really play it? Where's some place that's like next up for you?
Okay. Oh, that's such a loaded question.
Tough question.
But the one that just comes straight to the forefront of my head is Rebel in Toronto. It was a sick club. It was huge. I was not prepared for it. I really had no idea how big it was going to be. So I
got my. You said Toronto. I got to break out my Canadian bucks. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just ready. I'm ready to go. Me and Chewy, we're gonna go to Toronto. So that way you know
I'm going to Canada. Give me that. I'm going to Canada on Friday. And I need
him.
some
No,
other-
don't keep it.
You didn't wanna let it go.
No, that's
Got
good
him.
luck.
No.
Jen, that's good luck.
That's his favorite prop.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, don't tell me.
You gotta break her off a little bit.
Baby.
Wow.
Nah,
Damn
Aaron, you gotta break her
Australians.
off a little bit. Nah,
It's smooth
you
like
gotta
that.
break her
So
off
Rebel-
some. Nah, Aaron.
Was it like the
Get a little
production
something.
value of
It was
Rebel?
like a Vegas club. It was
Okay.
sick, and it was just like packed, and it hold like the main dance floor, like the main room that I played in is called Rebel, and it probably held 3,000 to 5,000 people.
Oh,
like it
wow.
was
That's a theater.
like insane. I was like, oh shit, okay,
Nice.
Sick invite.
yeah,
Sick
next
invite,
time.
dude.
Oh yeah, next time. All right.
Okay, so Toronto.
So that probably, but that doesn't mean it was like that. That was just in the past year. So that just comes to mind. That was really cool, and it just went so good, and the energy was amazing, and something on that scale was just really fucking dope.
Nice.
Yeah. So that would have to be like my favorite that I
Well,
can think of.
If you go back, you know you cannot play there.
What?
You can't play.
Oh,
Don't
Oh
play it.
yeah,
Don't play it.
yeah. I probably not a. Well, that's
See, you gonna
What are
do
they
it.
gonna do?
You gonna do it because you're pretty.
Hold up.
You're like
fuck you guys.
All right. All right. So, She would break the glass from me.
I
Wait,
love
she
my
didn't answer the
Canadians.
second
Wait.
I know she didn't.
Whoa, wait, I forgot what it was.
Don't worry
Second
about it.
part
'cause
of
now
the
we're here.
No,
You
stop.
said
Let her answer
Canada.
the second part of the question.
No, she said Canada.
No, the second
It
part
was
of
where
the
do you aspire to play?
Oh,
Like, where do you wanna play? What's
aspire.
next?
Oh, well, I think everybody wants to be in the main rooms in Vegas,
Yeah.
right? You got to be famous to do that. So we need to hurry up with this shit, all
Yeah,
right?
we gotta go viral.
I'm trying, okay? Just say I'll be your opener fucking DJ.
Yeah, I'll be your opener.
No, I'll be your opener, all right?
All right.
Yo!
All right, Glaze Fest.
Whoa! Hey, you know what? You, Katie, don't even start with me. All right?
You about to start glazing right now. Go ahead. What we talking
I'm
about?
about to glaze
Canada.
what?
Canada.
Canada.
So I'm
Artie
going
over
there
here getting
Friday.
charged up.
Wait,
Already getting
Sick
gin.
of it, dude. All right.
You see where my hat is,
Oh
right?
no.
Who won the battle, Jen, between Kendrick and Drake? I have to ask every guest. Every fucking week I have to ask.
Don't
Okay.
answer.
I do.
Don't.
though.
Don't answer.
let me just start off by saying this.
Uh-huh.
I am a huge Kendrick Lamar fan.
Mm-hmm.
No, like
all
I
are,
no
yeah.
no. Everyone is now.
Oh.
Well, no,
Just let her go cut her off.
I'm not saying you're not, but I'm just saying I was rocking with K-Dot when he put out ADHD in
Nice.
2011,
Same
here.
right?
Yeah.
Like I go back. I really rock with
Section
Kenny.
80.
Kung
Nice.
Fu Kenny, been at every one
Yep.
of his concerts. Like I love him.
That's fire.
So, obviously, listening to it just as a person who has ears,
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say straight off the bat, Kendrick won, right?
Yeah.
So I
Very
started posting
reasonable.
about it, and then I started like really regretting doing it, because I know I have friends who are also DJs who are super plugged in that are first-hand friends with Drake.
With Drake.
Right?
Okay.
And here's the thing that made me question the legitimacy of it all, right?
Oh, okay.
Because if you don't factor into that, yeah, Kendrick blew him out the fucking water because last track that Drake left was a voicemail saying, okay, I'm done. Like,
Yep,
you know
yep,
what I'm saying?
He did.
But I started to feel some type of way about it because I'm like, because the people that personally know Drake was saying this is all like bullshit. And it's like, okay,
Wow.
okay, so here's my thing.
Mm-hmm. Break it down.
I don't feel good about the whole beef now because I'm like, all right, somebody's lying. Either someone made that up, and that's fucking crazy accusations to like throw at someone that's so damaging and like fucked up. And then on the other hand, if there's any fucking truth to this, you need to be put under the jail,
I
right?
agree. Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, we're supposed to just move on from this. Wait a minute, time out. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on, right?
Yep.
So now I'm also a little bit torn because the place where I play at, Pretty Please, we get a lot of athletes and who's who in there, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they personally know both people, you know, and it's very awkward. But at one point, for about 2 weeks, I was terrified to play a Drake song.
Wow. Yeah.
But I always
Yep.
play the Katie, sorry. I always play Not Like Us. It's the number one fucking song in the country. I mean,
Yeah.
so it's like this weird, like, okay, I'm a DJ and I got to play this hot track and I'm going to play it no matter what. But do I play Kendrick and then You My Everything drops with Sexyy Red? And Drake's kind of like making light of like BBL Drizzy, right? So it's like, all right. And people are now requesting that, you know, but yeah, do I have my own opinion about like the culture vulture and, you know, what Kenny's talking about Drake doing? It's like, wow, you know, but then it's like the legitimacy of it all. Like, you know, is this made up? Like there was just some really dark it went dark quick.
It did.
Well, I
That's
think-
a fantastic answer, by the way.
Yeah.
That was a great.
That's a
great,
very
eloquent
fair answer. Very
It's a tough one. I feel torn
I feel it.
because I felt strong in the beginning. How you guys are feeling? Like the arm wrestle, like no.
answer. Well, go ahead, because he don't like when I say.
No,
Aaron's
say
very
it.
emotionally tied to this.
I
That's
am not.
That's
I'm not.
why he's torn. I'm not really torn. I think this battle brought the best and worst out of each of them. It brought the worst out because like we're just kind of mudslinging, and then it brought the best out because I haven't heard Drake rap like how he was rapping on Family Matters in a long time, and then also Kendrick to get the #1 record, and I liked everything Kendrick did for the most part. So it brought the best and worst out of it. out of each of them, and I feel like that's a pretty objective take on the matter. Aaron seems to be a little more one-sided.
I'm not one-sided. What am I always?
You argued with our
Well,
guest
I
last
want to
week
hear
for
why
5
you
minutes.
think Drake won, because I haven't heard this like from just someone
Spoiler
that is
alert,
like,
it's not
no.
gonna make sense.
Wow. I can't even say anything.
You're right, go ahead.
Wow.
My bad.
Wow.
We'll strike that from the record.
Wow. You're easy, fam.
Because Drake
Drake
greased him up with that.
Ever
little-
since the beef started and ended, and once it was actually over, and you went back and you listened to all the songs, I said
Yeah.
Kendrick won. I said
Yeah.
Kendrick won, but here's what I said. I said by a little. Artie,
Okay.
you let me talk, man. I said Kendrick won, but by a little bit, because I feel like number one, Drake had to really like push Kendrick to want to like strike back, and I think the fact that okay, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
Okay, no, but I think the fact that also Drake was the bigger shark in this whole entire battle. Like, he was the one that if Drake really responded back to Kendrick and all that shit, that was going to pop off. And I said other people were going to jump in. And what happened? Rick Ross, don't you want to look at me? I'll
Bro,
look at you, bud.
just get
I
the
said,
point out.
No,
Just
he's always
say the
staring at me.
point.
As soon
We've
as
heard
Drake,
this.
As
She
soon as
hasn't.
Drake got into it, Rick Ross jumped in, then the whole Metro shit, and then the Weeknd, like all these other artists tried to jump in the cap. Like Kanye made it almost kind of corny and cornballish because everybody wanted a piece of Drake.
well, during that 2-week span that you're talking about before Kendrick responded, rumor has it, I don't know if this is true, but like he had recorded all this shit.
10 songs.
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes of like just like everything that we haven't even heard everything.
Right.
Yeah, that's
they're
what I
still
heard.
in the vault.
So
Yeah.
Drake
And
didn't have
then
to push
when he
it.
dropped it, he would like go in and like maybe change a line or two and put it out. So the 2-week span, I don't know if he was just busy or recording that whole thing, but yeah, and then you heard like noise of like all the other artists jumping in. But I think that aside, like The Weeknd and all them, they have their own problems with Drake. That's who was allegedly shooting up his spot in Toronto.
But yeah, but I'm saying, but like the fact that Drake, once he got into it, then that's when everybody else, because Kendrick and Drake, they're two of the biggest fucking artists in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you can argue either or. They
Yeah,
both have
I
the
mean,
longevity and everything.
yeah.
And then when it comes down to lyricism, Kendrick and Drake, they both are lyrical geniuses in their own way. Now the argument's always going to be, oh, does Drake write his own shit or whatever the case
Right.
is? That's the annoying part of it. But I feel like just for me, I'm a fan of both. I'm a big fan of both.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Drake fan than I am of a Kendrick fan. But Not Like Us, of course, was the most popular song that came out of it. To me, the best song of it was Family Matters. And then The Heart Part 6 was kind of disappointing. Like, don't try to act like you say you made it all up and gave him fake information and stuff like that.
Yeah, it didn't quite make sense.
Yeah.
Like, I wish he had been. If it really, here's my thing about that. If it really was true that he baited Kendrick, like the aggression should have been there and like laughing about it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it almost sounded like his voice was defeated.
It did.
In that track.
Yes.
Especially
And-
towards the end when he was like,
He's
"Worthy
leaving a
competitor,
voicemail.
If I was a predator, like,
Yeah.
it was over.
And then he's like, I would have liked that record, Like, come on, Drake.
Yo,
Yeah,
really
I
good
needed,
on
song.
it.
I needed the more passion, like "fuck you," haha, like you really
Kiss
felt for
my
that.
Canadian
yeah.
ass.
Yeah,
You
like
know
he
what
was,
I'm saying?
like the same energy you had in like push-ups,
Yeah.
or drop and give me whatever it was.
Yeah.
Push-ups.
Yeah,
What's it
yeah.
called again?
Push-ups, yeah.
So yeah, it was.
But
yeah,
I still play both. I still played Drake.
Yeah.
I am, and I was at Casa when it happened. We're gonna move on. But when I played I
Please.
played Drake at Casa. Yeah, please. And
Aaron,
this young
please.
lady came up to me. She was like, "We don't listen to Drake no more. All right, he's a P word." I was like, "What?" Should I play Not Like Us? Well,
Yeah.
young white woman. I was like, "Wow."
yeah,
like-
because she was told what to.
I'm like, "You're cool." So then I played it, and of course, whenever I play it, like some people. It's the hottest song in the club right now. It is.
It is. It's the number one song. I mean, wherever you fall.
I'm
on
kind of
the-
over it though, personally.
Yeah. It was
but-
excited, but I'm so over it.
You said we're over it.
I said I'm kind of over
Oh,
it just for me playing it so much. Nah, wait.
Oh,
I ain't speaking
the
for
track?
you.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not over the track. I like the track's still hot to
I
me.
like the
That's
track, but
like
to me,
the
I've heard it
it's
a million
fucking-
fucking times.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's still hot. I don't know. It's a great track. It really is.
I've heard Aaron's argument for why he thinks Drake won a million.
But you
times.
didn't really say Drake won. You said
I said Kendrick won, but not by
Yeah.
that much. But they always want to make it seem like I said Drake won, and it's not even like, no, I know Drake didn't win.
Yeah, okay.
But I give Drake a lot of props for him shooting back. Yeah. And like going against 5, 6
It was
other
exciting.
People.
That time was so exciting. Like that weekend, I was like stressed the fuck out. I'm like, I have to play. You just dropped a song, and I'm trying to download it in the booth. Like it was crazy.
He just dropped again 30. Like,
I'm like, I can't. Like,
yeah. So that shit was mad stressful. But of course, like I said, I think Kendrick won. But then just all the glazing and the fanboys on both sides on the internet.
Yeah, it was annoying.
On both sides.
For real.
Yeah.
All the glazing
and the fanboys.
Hey man,
you
both of y'all.
You a fan?
All right,
all
right. Future and
glazing
and Metro booming. All right, both of y'all. I'm tired of y'all.
All
right.
Hey man,
Chewy's Kendrick. Hey, round of applause to my homegirl Jen Jones.
Hey, thank
Jen,
you.
we're not done yet, but look at that camera right there. Let them know how they can follow you.
You can follow me at DJ Jen Jones on pretty much everything.
Can you make me a DJ drop? I need like a cool Australian lady DJ drop. I need that.
There's a couple of things that come to mind. I got you.
Hey, all right, we're going to talk after this. So now we're going to get ready into our segment called Hot Cues. If you're new to the channel, Hot Cues is a segment where we talk about different internet happenings such as maybe sports, entertainment, where RC got his socks from and stuff like that. You know, important things that happen. We try to do it in like 5 to 7 minute increments and then we keep it moving. Y'all ready for that?
Yes, sir.
Cool. We got Jen Jones with us.
Hey.
All right. First one, Caitlin Clark. Raise your hand if you know what Caitlin Clark is.
Who doesn't?
I'm surprised Artie does.
Of course I do, bro. We talk about
anybody.
it 5 fucking times in a row.
You damn
now.
right we do. All right, because something else happened. Caitlin Clark watched. She was left off of Team USA for the women's national basketball team here in America, and people were pissed. Do you think it's a good call that she was left off, or do you think it was a bad call? Jen, are you a basketball fan?
I am. Actually been watching the Indiana Fever games.
Oh.
I like her. And I think it's really unfair the pressure she's under, to be honest with you. But I love the attention that her and Angel Reese are bringing to the WNBA. I think it's really dope. But yeah, it's her first season in the WNBA. I don't think she's offended, but I definitely think she'll be on it next go around.
Yeah, there's not too many rookies I can say that they made it a Team USA like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, exactly. Like, people's expectations of this poor girl, I just feel bad for her. Like, get off her fucking, well, you can't really say that. But,
Get off her jock. You know what I'm saying? Get off her ass.
jock.
But unfortunately, that's just what it is because let's just keep it a buck. You know, she's
dope.
She's
Fuck
dope.
that.
She's a
dope.
hooper.
She's a hooper.
She's a white woman.
She's on
straight,
a shit
she's in that league.
team. Sorry, but
she's on the worst team.
She's on her teammates suck. They're so bad. She be like, I really do watch the games, and she's out there swimming by herself. I'm sorry, like.
Well, Leah Boston's supposed to be good. She was the number 1 pick last year.
Yeah, but
they need a goon.
They're literally pushing her, double teaming her, triple teaming her. Like her teammates don't give a fuck about her. Like pushing her, like elbow, like no one's coming. I saw someone online say that they need, she needs a Draymond Green on her
I was
team.
just gonna say that,
she really does.
She needs Draymond with a wig out there ready to clothesline somebody.
And to that credit, Jen. Her team is so bad. Other teams have the luxury of double teaming her because everyone else is so bad.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if we leave you open. We're just gonna contain
matter.
her. And like if y'all get it off, y'all get it off. But they haven't been.
And she's still doing a good job, like getting
She
double
dropped 30.
team. She's, you know what I'm saying? As a rookie, everyone's like, well, you need to give the other WNBA players their respect. I don't think anyone's disrespecting them. She's a fucking rookie in a professional league. Like, let's see what she does in over the next couple of years.
I just think that this league is going through a major change. Well, not just with Caitlin Clark, but Cameron Brink is another big time star. Angel Reese, Cardoso. Asia Wilson is becoming a big star. Kelsey Plum, Sabrina Ionescu. There's a lot of star power now with these women. Yeah. And they're starting to get more eyes on them. Like they just all finally got chartered planes now. Because for the longest time, most of the teams are flying commercial, and if you flew charter,
that wild?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Like, remember I don't know if you started watching it at the beginning of the season, just even like the televised games were so shit done. Like, it was just poorly operated. Like, it was just a hot mess.
Yeah, here's it, freaking Fever versus the Mystics.
She missed. Okay, someone else has a ball and she missed. No, seriously, like if you look at the Indiana Fever, like all their arena games, any team that she's playing against is sold out. I think Angel Reese as well. Like that's dope. Like, we're sitting here talking about them.
Oh yeah,
It's-
This
that's
time
fact.
last year, you wouldn't even have it as a topic. Like,
That's
No,
true.
facts.
it's
That is
dope.
true.
So
Stephen A's
They're
getting
talking.
cooked about this shit too.
they're talking about it on ESPN. You know what I mean? Like, that's dope. Like, in a couple of years, they can really make some good money and stop fucking going over to Russia and dealing
Yep.
with all that bullshit.
Yeah,
See what I'm
we
saying?
don't need to
Like,
see any more women get caught up in the gulag out there.
yeah, it's
Spot
fucked
on.
up. So it's a good thing. Like, hater or lover, this is a fucking great thing.
Yeah, but it's just turning really nasty with people online because there's always gonna be people that
Yeah.
want to just take it as another message, like, oh, they don't want her on the team because they don't want to make no money. She's gonna go play for Canada. Watch out, like type shit. So.
Yeah, if we don't fucking pay them, but she's got like $20 million in endorsements.
Oh, yeah.
She's straight.
she
you know?
making money.
I
Already,
really think in a couple of years they'll be making some decent money.
For sure.
Yeah.
They better. They
Absolutely.
better learn how to market
Yeah.
this shit. Be friends with Caitlyn. Go play with Caitlyn. All right, go be on her
Yeah,
team.
you would think you'd be kissing her ass. Like,
Facts.
You know,
I'm saying?
the-
Freaking, like, that's my dog. You know, like,
You know?
yo, we go together.
Yeah.
All right? Give us both the advertisement.
so you're going to push up on some WNBA players now?
I mean,
you see them in the
should.
club, you're going to be like, come here, baby.
I mean, I wouldn't mind guaring a 7 foot tall child. You
You
know, what I'm
know?
saying?
Hey.
And it's an investment.
There
You
you go.
know?
It's Why to get me in trouble, man?
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm joking. I'm single, but I'm just saying. So, like, they were like, see, I know what you want from me just because you big. I'm like, I'm
Hey.
tall. Huh?
No, I'm saying, I'm like,
Yeah.
do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, thanks, man.
And then, can I be the godfather of your
Yes.
child?
The Godfather.
That's a major pause.
I would not mind taking Liz Cambage out on a date, even though she's not in the league anymore. But I heard she like mean, but like, you know, but she pretty. Chewy.
Okay.
Does Caitlin Clark, does she deserve to be on the team? Team USA?
How often do rookies go like get onto like Team USA, like even in the NBA?
NBA, I think I don't even know if LeBron made it his first year.
So I mean, like I've been thinking about this, and it's like it doesn't really seem like that absurd that they don't have her on there. I get the hate because she's definitely like the most popular WNBA player now, especially with like since she's kind of brought like all eyes on the product and everything. So I understand why people are upset, but she's still a rookie.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, she's a damn good shooter too still, but as I said, when do rookies make Team USA?
Exactly.
Yeah,
But everybody thinks just because she's Caitlin Clark that they need to have her on, which would be cool.
Which would be cool, and as I
Yeah.
said, it'll do like nothing but good for the sport. But like people are all like trying to say like the WNBA is trying to shoot themselves in the foot by not allowing her to be on Team USA. But as I said, she's still just a fucking rookie.
Can you imagine how much hate she would get if she was on a team and she made it over? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that to me
Seriously.
that would be worse. Like she's
Seriously.
literally just going there
she
for
would get
clickbait.
jumped.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah.
not. We don't wish her any violence.
Yeah.
Speaking about getting jumped, though, at least this time lyrically. So Drake, we're gonna be back on it just for a little second. So he's been back in, I guess, summer mode, and he dropped the remix to this popular song. I guess in Canada, it's popular.
I was gonna say you said popular. Where?
He dropped the remix version of this song called Wagwan Delilah.
Jen, did you hear this song?
No.
Oh my God, you haven't heard this?
Oh, have I heard this song?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, you did
yeah,
hear Walk
yeah.
One Delilah.
Yeah. Do I
Okay.
play it? No.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you listen to it in the car when you're working out? When you're
No.
no?
Do you
You?
like this song?
Who doesn't like Wagwan Delilah?
I haven't even heard it.
No.
haven't heard it?
Uh-uh.
We might have to play it at some point.
Yeah, we might have to play it after
Because-
this.
What are your thoughts on it?
It's not good.
Yeah.
Does that hurt you to say?
Should we break the glass?
You could just be honest.
It sucks because I understand. I think Drake is just trolling right now with all this shit. What are you making that face for?
I'm listening to you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know whenever you just
Are
like,
you
listening.
just you paranoid, dog?
Bro, you always be
I am
having
an-
that.
I'm
you be
an
having
active listener. He
He said, what did you say?
This is a safe space.
This is not a safe space.
Snapping
all
on
right?
me.
These
I'm
two-
like, bro, I'm an
these two make
active
it
listener.
Not safe.
Go ahead,
These two make
man.
it very unsafe. I told you already shifty. I told you
Look
that.
at me. Tell me
I'm
what
a-
you
I'm a-
really
I'm a-
think, okay?
It's bad, Jen. It's bad. Yeah, no, I don't. I think for the first thing that Drake does after the whole beef shit, and this is the song he chooses to like drop on. Yeah, maybe not a good call on that one, but I'm
Yeah.
still listening to.
Maybe not.
I'm still listening.
Why
to
you say he
Fall
was
Down.
trolling? What is that about?
I think he's trolling because that song is literally sounds like a Wagwan Delilah. It's a play on Hey There Delilah.
I think
Yeah.
all Canadian slang.
I was I was just gonna say I think coming out of the battle, a lot of the criticism that I heard anyway, I don't know if this was the overwhelming sentiment, but it's like Kendrick Lamar went and got really deep in his LA bag and just in his Kendrick Lamar bag. And the criticism was that Drake comes and takes little pieces from other places. And we don't really know what the Toronto sound is. And I think he's dead ass serious. Like, this is the Toronto sound. Let me give the people from Toronto something to be proud of. Like Kendrick gave the people from the West Coast something to be proud of. And that's what we got.
Isn't Wagwan like patois? Isn't that Jamaican actually?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
But a lot of,
man.
in fairness, a lot of the Toronto slang is from the Jamaican,
Okay.
Caribbean influence.
Okay. that
Yeah, he could have just maybe did something different, man. I don't know. Like, just
With
I would rather
melodies.
hear a house song. You know, go back to some fucking honestly never mind type shit. Cause that I'm never gonna play that song ever unless Drake walks up to me himself and like, yo, you got that Wagwan? Like, really, really,
Got that
Aubrey?
one. You mean in your sorority, like, how do you spell? Like,
Wah?
How many A's is that?
Yeah, the song is ass, man. Let's be honest. All right, the song fucking
I need to
sucks.
hear it.
I
Now I'm
can't make sense
excited
of
to
it.
hear.
I don't know.
And respect to Toronto, and I know it's a beautiful place, a nice city, like one of the most technological cities out there, from what I understand. I've never been there in person.
Glaze him.
Beautiful city.
he couldn't even commit.
Yo, should we
But
play the
that
horse
song
sound
is
too? You hear him? You hear him?
Song is ass, man. It sucks.
What happened to this show, man? I love it now. What apparently doesn't suck, Jen and guys, is the new Bad Boys. You good?
I'm all right.
All right. There's a new Bad Boy. You short?
You too worried about me.
Hey,
Go
make
ahead.
sure you're all right, man.
You really are.
Hey, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
He's in it.
His brother starving. It's a new Bad Boys 4 movie that's out now. Apparently, it's made more money than the actual budget already in like the first week it's out. I think they made over 104 million. Budget was 100 million.
Solid.
I thought that movie was gonna flop its ass off. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm like, damn, they still going. Are you a big fan of the Bad Boys movies? You a big Will Smith fan?
Yeah, I am. I back when it was in its time, but I kind of thought the same thing. It was a bit cringe when like they're coming to do a redo. It's like, why?
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
you know, I think people are going to see it just to see it. So I think those numbers don't really mean shit. I think people just wanted to go see, like, is this going to be shit or not? Like, I don't necessarily think it means that it's so good.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know. I don't foresee it being.
But I mean, if
That
you think
sounds
about it-
haterish, but like, I don't know.
No, that's fair because I mean, I
Yeah.
think after the second one, the first two were amazing.
First two were classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
for
third
sure.
one, I was like, all right,
Exactly.
just wrap it
But,
up,
like,
Martin.
Wrap it up.
I love it. Just
exactly.
do something. I don't want to see you shooting guns and getting shot in your ass anymore. We're good on that.
Yeah.
But the movies are low key dying. There's so many movies out there that aren't getting the viewership. So for people to go out and want to see this shit, something has to be going right for it. You know what I'm saying? RC, do you plan on seeing it?
Yeah, I do. And to your point, Bad Boys 1 and 2, absolute classic movies. 3 is what I think scared us away from this one because 3 was like they could have kept that, to
Yeah.
be honest. But yeah, I can't wait to see this one. I heard nothing but good things about it so far.
All right. Artie?
I feel like I'll check it out. I feel like anything that's like Will Smith in it, I usually will end up watching at some point.
Yep.
Like regardless of like the corny shit that Will Smith, I would actually, you know what's weird to me is, and I wonder if I'm the only person who feels like this. I feel like Will Smith in movies is so cool, but then like on his social media and like outside of, like off the silver screen, so to speak, he's corny. He gives me some super cornball.
He's a
vibes.
corny dad. I mean,
Yeah, but
he's
it's like-
almost 60 now. So, like,
I think I know. To that point, he has like a social media team around him that is not there. I don't want to say they not tapped in, but it's not how we would run his social media.
Yeah, I mean, I almost feel like in a weird way, he might be one of those cases where he would be better off without being so public all the time.
For sure.
Like it would make you like
Yeah.
when you hear Will Smith is going to be on the screen, kind of like if I hear like Leonardo DiCaprio is going to be in a movie, like I don't care what the movie is, because I don't get to see Leonardo DiCaprio that often. But I feel like I see Will Smith so much now that it's almost taken away from like when I see him in a movie, I'm thinking of the corny ass like TikTok videos.
I
he
think his
makes.
wife doesn't help the situation.
I was
There's
just gonna
been
say
a lot
that.
of negative shit. Like it's almost like blink twice if you're okay kind of thing. He seems unhappy. And maybe that's not true, but it's definitely, in my opinion, coming off as a man that's just not happy.
Well, dealing
in
with
real
the
life.
situation that was made public by his wife and stuff
Yeah.
like that, can you blame him? Like,
Yeah, I can't.
hearing all that
stand
shit
it.
still being compared to Tupac, like,
Yeah,
like,
it's wild.
Yeah, that's some rough shit. What's one of your favorite movies that you've recently seen? If you
Shit.
From
Oh
Will
my
Smith or
God.
no,
in
and
general?
just in general. Last time you went to the movies, what's like a damn? I really like that movie.
I haven't been, like, honestly, I haven't been in the movies. Like, if I sit in a dark room, I'm falling asleep.
That's
I'll
fair.
catch it at home. But I watch TV shows. Right now, I'm watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Hey, yo,
Nice.
that's my
Amazon
shit.
Yeah, that
That's
shit's
my-
dope.
That's my shit right there.
Yeah,
Nice.
that shit is good.
Donald
How
Glover?
far are you?
I'm like probably halfway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I
I
got
won't
some
ruin
catching
it.
up to do.
Mhm.
Or maybe a little over halfway. It's getting good. They're
It-
in Italy.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That shit's fire.
Yeah.
Donald Glover, he's an interesting guy, but God
Yeah.
damn it, when he gets it right,
Yeah.
he gets it right. And
Yeah.
that show
When
was
does he
right.
not get it right?
True.
I don't know. But
He
when he
get it
does,
right
when
pretty often.
he does.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just saying though, just it's not that he doesn't get it right, but sometimes it's like, okay, that was cool. But I mean, of course, Atlanta is a staple, and the movies he's been in. So even though that one season in Atlanta, but they're like overseas is a little bit interesting. But okay, all right. I watched that show, The Bear. The new season coming out. The Boys season, I think
Oh, The
5
Boys.
is
I
dropping
forgot
this
about
week.
that.
Chewy, we watching The Boys. Chewy, yeah. Do you watch The Boys?
Yeah, dude, I'm excited for this new season.
I know. I want to binge watch the last season.
I'm about to say, fucking Homelander's in Mortal Kombat too.
I know Homelander is fucking
Homeland?
Homelander.
Oh, I thought you meant Homeland. I'm like, Homeland.
Homeland Security's in Mortal Kombat.
Like, wait, what? Where? No.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Where's my green card? No.
Hell no.
All right, look, we're married. You're saved. Don't worry about it. I got you. Okay.
Hell no.
You're good to go. We got one more topic. Speaking of court cases and Homeland Securities and shit.
That's good. That's good.
Thank you. Young Thugga, is having one of the weirdest, wildest court cases we probably have seen in quite some time.
It's getting wild.
Yeah, apparently his main lawyer, Brian Steele, was arrested today and put in held in contempt for speaking back, and literally he has to do 20 days or 20 weekends.
Did you see that he
10
asked if he can serve time with Thug?
Yeah.
I missed
like
that
him.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said if I had to do it, he's like, can I serve my
Hell
weekends
yeah.
with that'd
Could
be
you
wild as
imagine?
hell.
So, no.
Legal counsel. I mean,
You
yeah.
know what they would do for sure though? If he did, they would wire the fucking.
No, they can't do that.
They
That's-
could, but they
I'm pretty
couldn't
sure
use
they
it.
can. Like
Oh, if he's in, but that's.
But why would they
How
wire
does it
him
work
though?
if
He's
his
trying to.
representation?
no, they would like if he was. They would wire that cell. I'm pretty sure. Like they would be.
They probably talk about it on the yard or some shit in the shower. You know what I'm saying?
In the shower was
That's
crazy.
interesting though. Yeah, talking about the case in the shower.
That's
What?
wild.
You want to be wired? or
No,
not?
but the judge though, like I don't know the law enough to like speak on it, but like it was weird. The judge was like, "You're gonna tell me how you
Yeah.
found out about this secret meeting," and the lawyer's like, "Nah,
I
like
don't have to.
yeah, like that's client, like it's
Yeah.
not client. What is it?
Client privilege?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, you got to tell me," and everyone's like, "That's abuse of power."
Yeah, it is. It
It didn't
is.
seem right.
No, he
If
needs
you
to
watch
recuse
it,
himself. For
yeah.
sure.
And the
He
secret
does.
meeting in and of itself, is that ethical?
Yeah,
No.
and then for him to be so defensive, like, tell me,
Yeah.
it's like
Why you want to know so bad?
I said no. It just seemed really unethical.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
but I don't know what the law is if you can do that, but it just seemed like abuse of power almost.
The good thing though is that, and this is me putting my trust in the justice system in a weird way. All of these missteps can, like, you can go and like after an NBA game, you can challenge like a rule or whatever. Similar process in court, not necessarily an appeal, but like you can go and challenge certain moves and certain objections that should have or shouldn't have. So I have faith that a lot of this will be set. Like the judge ain't gonna get away with all of this.
Whoa.
Like, because there's definitely an abuse of power, and there are rules and things in place that even after the trial is long gone, you can go back and like kind of put it on his record. This was right. This was wrong. You had no business doing this, and it'll kind of reflect.
And then
after
20
a while.
days? Like,
Yeah,
that
that's
seems like...
excessive.
10 weekends is
excessive.
nuts.
Yeah.
Like, all right, here's my Friday. I got to go to jail. Apparently, Brian Steele's wife filed. She's also a lawyer, so I
Yeah.
think she filed an injunction against the
Appeal,
court.
yeah.
And I think they said 25 lawyers showed up to that courtroom later that day. Like, yo, we stand
Like
with
ready. Yeah, like...
free Thug, and then they started playing Lifestyle. As soon as I heard Lifestyle, I would have let him free. All right, I mean, you know what? He ain't do it. He made Lifestyle. He made Stoner. He made Danny Glover. Let him out.
Yeah.
All right, he didn't mean it.
He made Dr. Sebi on Ty Dolla Sign's album.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn.
fire song.
Freaking Best Friend. Favorite Young Thug song
Right now?
of all time.
Oh, I still play a Lifestyle.
It's
It's
good.
That's a fire.
Like, it, like, no matter what, like... And it's not even probably like his best. I mean, it's one of his best songs, but I rock with that.
That song is time. Everybody sings that shit.
Yeah.
Young,
That's a
old,
classic.
man,
Yeah.
woman, whoever, dogs.
Yeah.
I saw dogs moonwalking to that shit. All right, like that shit is a timeless classic.
Yeah.
Thug's been around for a minute, man. Thug is mad underrated.
He was also
Yeah.
on the song Mixtape, Chance the Rapper coloring book.
Oh wow,
Ah.
Chance the Rapper, Lil Yachty, and Young Thug, fire song.
I did not hear that.
Huh.
Song.
Mixtape, yeah, you have. You've heard. it.
Not that one.
Am
My
I
favorite,
the only one.
the only Chance the Rapper in Thug song I've ever heard was Big B, and that shit goes hard.
Okay, yep.
That
yep,
shit
yep,
is fucking
yep.
fire. The Chance is actually spitting. Fucking. That's hot cues.
Yeah.
Let us know below what your favorite Young Thug song is, and if he should be free. All right, free my
Ice
dog
Melts.
Jeffrey.
Ice Melts is another.
Oh
Young
yeah,
Thug.
yeah.
Mm.
Fire joint.
Digits.
Yeah. Oh my
Digits.
God.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Come on, man. Freaking free slime, dog. We got one more topic before we get up out of here. Y'all ready for the last topic?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
shit.
All right, cool. So, I'm a club DJ. Jen Jones is a club DJ. RC worked in the club. Artie controls and protects the club.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gibby turns the club upside down, and Chewy sometimes gets kicked out of the club because he has too much damn fun. All right, so we all know about the club.
It's true.
I'm still never gonna forget Chewy and Gibby coming up on me at a Whiskey Row. Oh, you were smiling. You had the beer, bro. Freaking, you were dancing some Dirks Bentley. Shabuzi
Nuh-uh.
came on. You were having a great
To
time.
be fair, we had a long day that day, right? That was a long fucking day.
Oh.
And then they charged him 16 for the margarita.
Yeah, I was like,
Damn.
But who goes to Whiskey Row and gets a fucking margarita?
Also
Ordered a
true.
mu-
That's the problem.
Also true.
Like I had to hold it like this because my dumb ass don't know where to go in the club.
Yeah, he really didn't have a good time.
Yeah, I know. he had the loop-de-loop straw.
But they love that.
He had the one that get in the cereal box head ass. Oh. So the club has changed. You all been in the club for a minute. I feel like there's a cultural shift going on now.
Yeah.
Are people dancing? Are people not dancing? What do they want to hear? I wanted to ask you, because you DJ, you're way more famous and popular, probably more richer than I am. What are some of the club trends you're noticing, and what are some of the like the artists that are like becoming like you have to play this artist?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so just this is universally. Like I would just say the girls want Sexyy Red.
Of
They
course
want to
they
do that
fuck
thing with their butts, which by the way, like how do you anyway.
Whoa,
So-
what do you mean that? What thing with they butts? You know, like when they like it's
Do you not look
ocean?
up?
They're not doing that at the
like-
clubs you at, Aaron.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, they're not doing that in El Jefe.
Bomber. Wow. There's one or two.
Okay. I'm gonna show you some stuff. When we get up out of here, I got some stuff to show you, okay?
Homework with
On
Jen
my
Jones.
phone, on
All
my
right,
phone, on my
okay.
phone,
Oh,
on my
no.
phone. I got
Oh my God. All right, I didn't mean to interrupt. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so the girls want Sexyy Red. The guys, Boss Man Dealer for sure.
Yes.
Yep, that's hot. But I feel like in general, like hip hop is like the wave. Like all the white clubs are playing hip hop now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that's like the hot trends right now. Hip hop, Sexyy Red, Boss Man Dealer.
I have to tell everybody who doesn't really go out to Old Town, because I got friends like, I don't want to just listen to house music. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, no, Old Town, because that's where I mainly DJ at, is now, I would say, 75 to 80% hip hop now.
Yeah, it's always 70-30. And
Yeah.
it's always tips one way.
I would say
house or hip hop.
70 hip hop,
It goes in waves over the years.
20 house, 10 other, like 10 reggaeton, 10 others.
So are they letting you wear Jordans in the club now? At your spots?
yeah. I mean, they letting us in.
Outside of you?
They letting us in. Old Town's been under some fire, you know.
There's some fire. Like,
Yeah.
nah, that's like a thing.
It is a whole thing. That's a whole other conversation right there. But
yeah.
they becoming more and more lenient. Maybe, you know, they're finally understanding that,
We'll allow
hey,
it.
yeah, like, you know, I guess.
One Sexy Red song.
I remember
per
back in the
20
day,
minutes.
before I even started DJing, like with RAG, and I wanted to go into a club. I tried to get into, I won't say the club, but it wasn't an RAG property. I tried to get in. I was wearing some shoes. I think I was wearing some fucking New Balances, right? Not even like Nikes. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? Hey, man, can't do those. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I know what's up. It's just these are like, no, I can't do those. I'm like, here, bro. I got you on like a 20, No, I can't take. I'm like, you won't even take my money? You won't even take my fucking money because I'm wearing some New Balances? And it's a motherfucking wearing this Crocs in sport mode gets in? Like, oh my gosh.
A lot of people don't know this, but I got blackballed from one of the clubs in Old Town.
What?
Really?
Yeah. Well, not blackballed, but like I will never spin there again. And it's kind of a mutual thing on both sides because a very similar situation happened with some people that I was with, and I went the fuck off. Like,
nice.
yeah.
Good.
And this is right after the club had opened. It was like the hot shit. I'm not gonna say where. I probably should, but I'm like, no, fuck them.
Yeah.
So like ever since then, I'm like, nah.
It's bad. It's so demoralizing when that happens too. It's like, bro, I
so
see
fucked.
what's happening here, bro. I see what's happening.
And then Super Bowl weekend, oh, you want to bring in fucking Rick Ross and 50 Cent and whoever the fuck else they. It's like, oh, okay.
We know what it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's always going to be the undertones of some of these clubs. They're getting better at it, but they still going along with it.
It's still happening every single weekend. Still,
Yeah, it really is. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it totally is.
Do better, everybody.
Yeah.
Do better.
like we've elevated, so we don't really have to worry about standing in line, and like we work with a lot of the clubs that we would go
Come
to.
on
but
down to Pretty Please.
it's-
Always welcome. Jordans and hats, you name it, baby.
Damn, the plug.
Go
She's
ahead.
not wrong. No, she's not wrong.
She's not
though.
wrong. Nah, Pretty Please is a vibe. I miss when Pretty
Yeah.
Please used to be Cake though. That location back in the Cake days. Oh
Yeah.
my god, secluded,
Pretty
dark.
Please is so dope.
Pretty
Where
Please
they
is a vibe.
didn't used to let you wear hats where like mint.
I mean, you could wear a hat, but you couldn't wear a hat.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep.
Well,
Interesting.
Precisely.
Men and international at the time, they're both on the same playing field. Is that fair to say? Like both more predominantly black clubs, and black promoters.
In that
So they were a little bit more lenient when it comes down.
What
to
was
that
the
type
place?
of
Because I remember going somewhere before and just being like, "What's the deal with the hats? Like, I don't get it."
Well, because some hats do represent other cliques. Not really like that out here in Phoenix, but like, you know, like in LA, there's a viral video of some dude literally talking for like 30 minutes saying, you can't wear this. Can't wear a Yankees hat, can't wear a Dodgers hat, can't wear, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
All
no,
these-
the pictures posted. I don't know if it's still there. Out front of the club, and it went viral.
Wait,
you don't
where?
remember this in Old Town?
There's a picture
Are we gonna
posted?
name it? Like,
Wait, no, you don't have to name it. Was it me? Was it like, don't
no,
like it?
no. There was a picture posted outside of the club of everything that wasn't allowed in the club, and it went viral
like
online.
dress
It's like, why
code
don't you just
enforced.
say like,
Just say no black people.
yeah. But I don't know if they took it down. It literally exploded and went viral. Like
It was
everyone's
like,
like,
it was like
what?
no sports.
Like other
something,
states were
no-
like, this isn't real. We're like,
But I think the club has a very, I'm not trying to just protect them, whatever, because I DJ out there, but I think it's a very tough.
I'm not talking about your club.
No,
though.
I know, I got
yeah,
you,
it
I
wasn't
got
your
you.
club.
But I'm just saying, just in general, I think every club out there, they have a linear, because they want to keep it to a certain level of like, hey, you know, we want to try to be nice, but then also we want people to have a good time. So it's really hard to find that balance. But too much of that is pointed in unfair directions a lot of times. And a lot of times people who shouldn't, like, these shoes shouldn't cause any issues. Those shoes shouldn't cause any issues. Those shoes shouldn't cause any issues. And we've seen it where that happens before. So
Yeah.
that's the bullshit about
Were
it.
you there that one night when remember Chi-Town John?
Yes.
And my dad.
Yeah, I remember
And
that
they
night like it
both
was
had-
yesterday.
They both had
I
Jordans
remember
on.
that shit.
And
That
no,
was-
no, it was Mike. Not
That
my
was
dad.
Mike. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
Mike
my
and your
cousin Mike.
dad and John. That was in
And-
Tempe.
And they
It's-
let John in.
Yeah, they let John in. John's white, and they just let John in, and then they stopped my cousin Mike like, nah, you can't wear those. And then John turned up like, bro, I'm wearing the same exact shoes. Like,
Yeah.
No, here's exactly what happened.
yeah, you
Your
tell the
dad,
story, 'cause
your dad and Mike they were trying to get into this bar on Mill Ave. We won't name them because they're still there, and they were wearing Jordans. And they're like, "Yeah, we can't do the shoes." And this was like Mill Avenue, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Mill
right,
Avenue was that's like the chill spot. You see motherfuckers wearing swim trunks and floaties, and they get into almost any bar down there. They don't give a fuck. So they wouldn't let in his pops and his cousin. We had a friend named John, white dude. He was wearing Jordans. So then they literally started recording, and they're like, "Yo, like John wasn't really seen with us. We're gonna just watch him." So they're off to the side recording, and then the club lets John in. And
Of
after
course.
that,
Yep.
the
They-
family
they turned up.
Yeah, they turned the
Yeah.
fuck up.
It's
As they
so
should.
like it's
As they
unreal when you
should.
see it firsthand. It's like unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's some shit, man. I think it's getting a little bit better here and there, but it still has a long way to go. And there's still a lot of burned bridges of people that are like, I'm never going out to Old Town because of that. So,
That's a good thing about downtown. There's not really a dress code.
Yeah,
Yeah,
apparently-
downtown it's cool. You just got to deal with the people that shit themselves and crack. What was the other one? The crack.
Whoa.
place that you-
No, they're not doing
The
crack
door?
down there yet.
Not yet. No, I'm just
Or they
kidding.
do it before
I'm
they
just
get
kidding.
there,
Downtown
maybe,
is
yeah.
cool.
Wow.
But yeah, it's basically like as long as you have like a one button, at least you have a contingent point of connection on your shirt. We're usually cool with it.
I played down at Bar Smith. Downtown is cool. Downtown
Nice.
is cool.
Bar
It's
Smith
a-
is actually still
yeah.
kicking, which
Bar
is
Smith?
fucking
Yeah,
insane.
shout out to Class My SP. Like he's doing his thing over
Hey.
there.
Classes-
He
classes family.
packs that
Yep.
shit out. He's
Classes
doing
family.
A class.
There you go.
Yeah.
Classes. I remember, goddamn, Bar Smith. That reminds me of the PHX days. Now I feel old. When me and RC used to have to wait. It was free. It was 9 o'clock, free to get into like 9:30. We got down to downtown around like 8 o'clock and would literally
The
walk
sun was still
around.
up.
Yeah, facts. we be chilling like the Marriott Hotel, killing fucking time. But yeah, no, just back to the question, the trends in the club. I'm having people just asking me now, play anything by Sexyy Red, anything, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I like the blanket statement, but now it's happening way more often.
Yeah.
I still get asked for Bad Bunny. But that shit still happens. What else is really happening too? It's just
$1 Million Baby.
yeah, I think that song's kind of getting burnt out. The people kind of
Yeah.
kind of ruining that song, and now people are they're starting to try to call Tommy Richmond a culture vulture, and they're saying he better not be a Post Malone trying to use the hip hop wave just so he can go do his country career type shit. So
You think he will or
I
no?
don't get.
I don't
that
think he
vibe.
will.
Is it? He's R&B.
well, Post started off with White Iverson, and
Well, no. Is $1 Million Baby a rap song?
I would say closer to R&B.
Like
That's
R&B
weird.
pop,
Like,
like,
yeah.
It's
a
like- Yeah, that's like interesting.
Yeah,
Indie
he didn't.
almost,
Not,
like-
that ain't quite what Post Malone. Post Malone straight up was rapping and then went like folk.
like Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly, Kid Rock. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a
Yeah.
template, but I don't think that's what $1 Million Baby.
I don't know, man. It's wild. Everybody tries to get what they got to get. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but $1 Million Baby gets asked to get played a lot still.
Have you heard the snippet of his new song?
I think it's called Devil in the. It's called something. I think Devil in the Details or something.
It's something
Oh, I
like that.
haven't
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
it.
yeah. But it sounds fire. But
does?
they're
I like
almost,
Tommy
they're
Richmond.
almost
Yeah, he's
overdoing
dope.
it for me because I keep seeing like every time I open up my TikTok, I literally hear it and I'm like, okay, I just want to hear the song now, bro.
Yeah, his song Last Night is still fire. Artie, what are you hearing in the clubs downtown? Like, what do you see people vibing to?
I mean, I see all the stuff that you guys are talking about. I think the thing that I've seen personally is that I think cocaine is very much
Whoa!
it's very much more used than it used to be, I think.
In downtown?
Yeah, well,
You
I'm
know
just
what's
everywhere.
funny? You're so right.
Everywhere.
I was like
Yeah, what?
disgusted. Clutched
Like,
my pills.
it's
Like,
too much cocaine going on. Like
Yeah,
we're just
it's
finding
wild.
little bags just on the ground and shit, and like
Oh, they
walk
getting
into the
reckless.
bathroom and guys like fumble it and drop it in the toilet and shit.
Fuck.
wow.
Luckily for me, when I was first coming up into the game, and I used to see that shit all the time. Like when I was young, I'm like, whoa! Like people were that shit
Yeah.
was freaking Oprah out there throwing that shit out. But nowadays, I feel like at least if it does happen, it's more discreet. I don't partake, never will. A lot of my friends are there; they do not partake. We just have a shot or whatever. Some friends smoke weed, whatever the case is.
Yeah,
But-
weed's like whatever.
Yeah, but when it
That's
comes down to
always
that,
better.
I think it's becoming like I don't know. At least from what I've seen, is not really as People used to do that shit all the time everywhere out there.
I've
So
seen
now it's just-
Weed?
more pills than
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
cocaine. Maybe because the prices of drinks. I don't know. Like for the younger people,
True.
like is
Also
it just cheaper to just pop a pill and just have a great time? Then
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
like-
see, it's that or a $16 margarita.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna say that.
with
You
the
gotta do-
straw.
So yeah.
Margaritas coming. I'm cool.
yeah, no, for sure. But like, it's funny that you say that
Yeah.
because I kind of peep that too.
I see a
with
lot
the
of that
younger kids.
shit. And I feel like that leads to like more. I feel like there's two types of people on cocaine. There's like the he's everybody's friend, and then there's like I'll beat everybody ass. There's like and there's no in between.
Yeah.
Whoa, I think before the pandemic, it was some wild shit. You know what I'm saying, and especially with certain people, it's just crazy. It's club culture. You know what I'm saying? It happens
Yeah, that's
in the
right.
clubs. It just happens. But me, I just worry about the music. I know you worry about the music. You worry about your job. You worry about your job. We do our shit. We get the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
I hate when people vape though. Till we break the glass. I don't hate when people. It's just annoying. Like seeing girls walk around with like the phones and the purse and the vape. Like put the vape down. You cute. You don't need it. Put it down.
Too much.
Put it
You don't
down.
need
You don't need it, ma.
Yeah, I think the thing that kind of cracks me up the most that I've been seeing lately is when dudes come in smelling like super loud, like smoking like hella of super strong gas, and they walk in and they try to flirt with girls, and the girls are kind of like turned off by it, they wonder why, but it's like even if you smoke, like that's still a strong ass smell. Like nobody cares if you smoke weed, but it's like, damn, bruh, like I don't know.
I don't think they even realize.
Yeah, I mean, but
I reek of weed like people probably like my DJ bag. Like they probably think that I smell like. Are you okay over there?
Oh no, Chewy's
like, where's it at?
he's a big 420 enthusiast.
Yeah, like I don't care. Like I don't
partake for sure.
smoke, but like I don't care.
That
I'd
was
rather
me.
be around smokers and like pill poppers or
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters if they smoke or not. I just think, like you said, they can't. Like if you don't even try to like if your fragrance is weed, like I can understand if you smell good and then I can like smell the weed on you and I'm like, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You're having fun. But if it's just like, oh, you just hotboxed and like rolled around in like weed ashes and then you come into the club. You know, there's a difference
Sounds
of
romantic a little bit. I don't know why, but it's like.
but you know the smell
yeah.
when it's
Wait,
like,
no,
it
I'm like-
smells good
Like he was like
on somebody and then it smells like
Your
fresh.
body.
But then you sometimes you
Baby.
smell it and
I'm
it smells like they
what's
like
wrong with that?
Yep.
like a dirty
Yep.
sock.
Literally.
But see,
Weed.
some people, man, like that's all their personality is weed. Like that's all they got.
Yeah.
That's all they are. Like back when I used to DJ, like I say, like now Zuma's closed. I used to DJ at Zuma. I knew it got bad to a point I would see a group of like 6 dudes walk in. They would all get freaking pitchers of water, and literally it'd be like 8 blunts in rotation. I'm like, y'all, we're
Damn.
making no money. You didn't pay to get in. You're probably not gonna tip, and all you're doing is drinking water. And now I'm gonna smell like a blunt, and I don't even smoke.
Yeah, I don't
Fuck
like
y'all.
it in my face. I would rather smell weed than cigars, though.
For sure.
ugh.
I pass on all of that shit. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
I just don't
want
like
that
smoke.
shit.
I'm cool.
But you know what drug I do want to try? I don't condone drugs. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. But
Shrooms.
if yes.
Nice.
Like, you know why?
Why?
Because multiple people have told me, like, you get into this space and, like, it opens your mind up further than what, like, you tap into, like, your full capacity of your brain and you get majorly inspired. And, like, people that have done it have, like, gone on to do, like, great things. And I'm like, I need to do that shit.
I mean, people do microdosing. It has been seen that like people who do shrooms, like they put in tea and they drink it and stuff like that. It does help with like anxiety, depression.
Yeah.
It's,
No, like the psychedelics. You gotta get it from someone that you trust and knows how to take it. That's a fucking episode.
No,
Like that.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
hey,
yeah.
listen.
We're not gonna be tripping balls on. I'm not ready to meet
That
my
shit
maker
would
on
be
this shit.
Fire.
No, you can
Hell
microdose it.
I could be the guinea pig.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure Chewy is currently.
Chewy, it's probably not even gonna affect Chewy. You're gonna be fine.
I microdose.
Yeah.
Respectfully, Chewy. Respectfully, I love
Respectfully,
Me?
I'm high as fuck.
you. I'm a little bitch.
I've microdosed before.
You'll
and
probably
it kinda
start
feels-
crying.
I would
I can
start crying.
tell.
Damn.
Thanks. You know I'm a
Sensey.
crier,
You're
Jen.
sensey, yeah.
Okay.
I can tell.
Alright, fine. You know I'm a crier. That's fine.
I'll just
you
be
mic-
cradling Aaron.
Huh?
I said I'll just be cradling you, basically. Like,
Hey, man, it's
like
Men's Mental Health Month, all right? All right?
And there's nothing wrong
There's
with that.
nothing
honey.
wrong
Go
with
ahead.
manly black tears, okay? Nothing wrong.
Tell them.
Next time we come back, we'll take shots and we'll microdose. That's episode 67.
Sounds crazy.
That sounds like a terrible mixture.
Sounds like a good time.
God,
Let's get it.
you wild. I can tell. I'm starting to learn this, but I love it. Jen, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having
are
me. You guys are
amazing.
legends. Thank you.
You're a legend. No, shout out one more time on where everybody can follow you at, where they can find you.
Follow me at DJ Jen Jones, djjenjones.com. Do you want my phone number? No.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I already got it. And speaking of which,
Just kidding.
Jen, so
Yeah.
why is it when I texted you is a green bubble?
Hey, listen. This is a fucking I'm so happy you brought this up.
I was
okay?
like,
Let's get into it. Yes, it's powered by Android, but it's a Google Pixel phone. Okay?
So that
You can't fuck with a Google Pixel phone. I'm going to show you some things that my phone does. Like right now, I can sit here and take a picture of your shirt and like swipe up and it will tell me where I can buy it, how much it costs, blah, 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 blah. Like I can like scroll over something and like pick a different language and like, yeah, shit's going to be wild. Shit's going to like,
Nice,
my phone don't
okay.
like, that's like not even a tenth of what my phone can do and been doing.
And which phone is
And
this? The-
Google Pixel. Like I walk into my house and it syncs with my whole house. I talk to my house, thermostat, lights. Oh yeah, it's just dope. Apple could never. I'm just saying. It really couldn't. And you know it. You're kind of like, yeah,
Steve
shit.
Jobs died for us to have blue bubbles. All right, that's
Yeah.
why.
Hey, but like the thing that fucks like it's like a bully thing, right? Like I'm in the group chat and it's like, we can't send videos. It goes all grainy because
I'm not even allowed in the group chat.
yeah, no. But you know why? Because Apple is still using SMS to convert friggin' text messages, which is like the oldest fucking way to like send text messages.
That's only if you're not using iMessage.
Exactly, but it's an old method. The technology behind it is so shit. Like it's old, it's ancient. So then like Google
But
and
it's blue.
Android, if you will, has gone on like this whole other endeavor, like upgraded like a motherfucker over like the past 10 years. And that's why it like compresses it because it's like this shit quality basically. But other iPhone users don't know that.
Yeah.
So then you get bullied. It's like you're using this old ass method of. Anyway, we can get into it. We'll take some shrooms and talk about it later.
We'll take sure to talk about phones. That'd be an 8-hour episode. Damn.
You ever check your
Look
phone
what else
and
it
then
can
a
do.
text message comes?
Oh my
I think I'm
gosh,
tapped
man!
into the radio waves.
It was 101. Goddamn. RC, where can they find you?
Calvert Productions. Hit me up on IG and TikTok. My TikTok is back active now. So,
Hey,
you know,
Hey.
yeah.
before it gets banana.
No, nothing happened to it. I just stopped posting, and then I
Okay.
posted today, and then this video I posted got like 6,000 views in a matter of minutes, and I was like, "Oh, all right, we back."
That's
We back.
dope.
We back.
We bike. Artie.
Artie Reaps on everything. ARDYREAPZ. Type it into the search bar, and also check out my comic Moonlight Wasteland on Webtoon. I have another episode coming out very soon, and then that will be the final episode of that book, and then the hard copies will be on Amazon soon.
Let's
Dope.
go.
How much you gonna be going for?
We gotta figure that out.
Ooh, hey, raise the price on them, son.
Yeah,
right.
maybe a little.
Price of the brick going up. All right.
We'll see.
Yo, follow my guy, man. Follow my dog Gibby_Vidges as well. Very talented photographer, very talented content creator.
Jen Jones follows me. So
Oh,
Hey, dude. Woo.
damn! She ain't
A
even follow
very
me.
exclusive
Don't even
group.
follow
Yeah.
me.
It's my dope
Someone-
man.
Some would say.
Gibby?
I'm just kidding.
Follow my boy Chewy. Where can they follow you? I'll let you say it.
Oh, thank you, man. Radio Chewy, hit me up on Instagram, please.
Follow Chewy. He's such a sweetheart.
I try.
That's a great guy. Follow me at the Aaron Michael. You already know DJ Aaron Michael. I'm in Old Town. I play music. I want to make y'all dance. I want to make y'all shake ass and melt faces and have a good time. So
Hey,
all right?
do
That's what I
it.
do. Okay, me and Jen Jones, we're going on a tour.
Yeah,
all right,
where we
We're gonna
going?
go on a fucking 4-city tour. I don't know what cities.
You want to go to Toronto?
Glendale,
Yeah, we
wanna go-
Mesa, Tempe.
No, think bigger than that. Levine, Payson, Joe Max.
Pace.
And we're ending in Havasu. Follow us on Instagram as well, the Queued Up Podcast. If you guys are on Spotify, please click the notification notification bell. Subscribe to the YouTube, damn it.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe. We love you guys. Episode 67. Peace. Out.